Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We do have the host of Lego Masters, Sunday, 7 p.m, Channel 9. Hamish Blake, welcome!
Oh, baby!
Now it's official. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
You have just been away with the family, Team Blake.
Good, Fitzy, man of the world, or at least the Asian region. Well done. Konnichiwa to you.
How is your Japanese?
Kawaii. It's cute.
Kawaii.
It's very cute.
Very good. We have done a Japanese trip at one stage, and our Japanese was not strong.
No, it wasn't. Times have changed. I realised that was almost 10 years ago we did that.
Yeah.
We did that boys' trip to Japan, and it's different going back with two kids.
Yep.
Roughly the same amount of nudity. But
Well, you went with a kid that first time as well, I suppose.
Big hairy kid. Have I ever told you the story of Whipper trying? I mean, this will expose Whip and get customs slamming down on him.
Yeah.
But we may as well. Because
What's this for?
when we went to Japan, did I ever tell you the story about the big apples?
No.
Yeah, in Japan they have these massive apples. These big, huge,
Like a kilo an apple.
well, they're very, very big. They're
That.
yeah, they're like the size of a small cantaloupe.
Yeah, they're huge.
It's not a great analogy, but they're like very big, 3 or 4 times the size of an apple.
Yeah.
Whip comes to the group one morning and goes, "Mate, have you seen these giant apples? They're unbelievable. We've got to get these back in Australia." I said, "Oh, yeah, they're all right. Just they taste the same. It's just more apple than you probably just eat 2 apples if you're really hungry for apples." He goes, "Nah, this is it, mate. This is a money making deal. We're going to be millionaires. This is huge." And I was like, "What's the plan? Do you want to contact a grower?" He's like, "No, just want to steal some of the seeds." I was like, "Yeah, but I don't think you can take seeds into Australia.
It's illegal.
Anyway, cut to the morning. We're leaving. I walk into the bathroom. Whipper's hammering apart apples in the sink, harvesting seeds, hiding them in his toothbrush container.
Didn't you do that as a well, when you went to Port Augusta as well, you were sending back certain plants and making money off them as well?
Yeah.
Whipper has no regard for the biosecurity of Australia.
It was really-
That's the headline this morning, Sydney.
Do you not remember when we got to the airport to fly back? I went, take those seeds and I put them in the bin. And I went, let
I don't remember that.
all
I
the
remember
apples grow out of the bin.
I remember
because-
you getting back, then contacting an apple person going, "Listen, have you seen those big bloody apples in Japan?" And the guy goes, "Yeah." And then Whipper goes, "I've got some of the seeds." And then the apple guy goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I bought them back from Japan. I've got some. I've got a contact." And the guy goes, "But they're just regular seeds." And Whipper goes, No, these are the
big
giant
apple
apple seeds. And then the guy goes, "No, they're not giant. It's not a different species of apple. They plant regular apple trees and they take the other fruit off the tree so the one apple grows bigger. They're normal apple seeds.
So if
It's not a special breed."
If you trim the rest of the tree, the one apple will grow big. All the nutrients goes to one apple.
So Whipper successfully broke international laws to bring home apple seeds worth less than a cent.
$50 a seed.
So that was your trip with Whipper, but what about this trip, the Team Blake trip?
Team Blake, less wild money-making schemes than that.
No,
but
yeah.
it's all that. Do you know what? I mean, I know it's a well-trodden, but when the toilets, I haven't been to Japan for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And you sit down on the toilets again, and you go, I remember this. Get back in the robotic toilets.
Amazing.
The washing, the pressure, the temperature.
The drying.
The drying, and they even play music now to cover your shame.
Do they?
Not loud enough for Whipper, but for most people, having a live AC/DC performance in there.
Tom's got Slayer playing.
Oh my God, there's a whole band in here. Guys, I'm trying to
Slaying
poo.
Cubicle 3.
Press the button, a few roadies roll into the cubicle. Check, 1, 1.
All right, we're ready. Fire away.
All right, Abe, open the Bombay doors. So, the music's not as effective on the robotic toilets in Japan these days.
Because at first it gives you a fright and it almost feels naughty, but then you go, I like that feeling.
I tell you what,
There's
after
water
you get
squirting
used to
right
it,
into my bum.
You get used to it, you come back to Australia and you're like, oh, God, back to the old dry system. This is archaic.
What, am I going to wipe this
Mate,
thing?
here's the favourite one, though, is on the robotic system. It's got rear, so you press the squirter to activate the rear.
Yeah.
The rear, the shower.
Sure.
But then it's got rear soft.
Oh,
So whenever you press rear, you feel like the toilet's going, like a bit sharp, do you? And then soft. When you hit the soft one, they go, okay, we're having a bit of a gentle day today.
just a little bit. Haven't been drinking.
Just a misting.
You want a slight massage, do you?
Yeah, okay.
You don't want
what
to go
band
Can't
comes
handle
out
the
for
high
that?
pressure hose this morning, can you?
Don't want a gurney in the bum?
And then Tom, the roadies come out with a gurney.
Mate, can you stick around? Because
No.
up next... No, you have to. We want to talk about ways of getting out of school.
Oh, yeah,
And
no.
you would have
dramas.
had a couple of beauties. I mean, you
Are you
were
sure
known
you want
as...
to go here with us?
I do, mate, because I've got a story about
Are you sure you want to go? Why would
not
you
a-
do this?
It's not about learning. It's about getting out of school.
Oh, yeah, we know you got out of it,
Yeah.
mate. The results were clear.
We know that you've got a lot of interviews on this morning, mate, so we appreciate your time. A lot of regionals and
Cancel
stuff
them.
like that.
I've actually got Ho FM in 2 minutes. So if I
You got a
walk
Ho
out,
FM?
yeah,
Oh, Hobart.
Hobart, yeah.
Okay, sure. Sorry,
I
mate.
stroll out.
Didn't know where that was. Sort of like some sort of satellite show.
Yeah, I'll do whatever.
No, I just want to show you a video and the links that the kids go to get out of school. And it's not a good experience for kids growing up, school sometimes. It just doesn't suit certain children, does it, Hamish?
That is true. You do need to, hope the school matches the kid.
I know, not every kid gets their mum to do their homework for them the whole time. And
No, my mum was very efficient though, and one time I remember it would have been probably year 8. I had to do an assignment on the local area involving the council, and she got an 18 out of 20, and I wasn't rapt.
Sure.
I brought it
Give her
home.
detention.
She saw the 18 out of 20, then showed where she had done the work and made me take it back to the teacher to show that the work had been completed and was upmarked to 20 out of 20. Well done, Mum.
Well done.
Really good job in year
Position
8.
for you to be in because you didn't understand what she was saying.
No.
You didn't understand what the teacher was saying, but you
I was
were
the mule.
stuck in the middle as a translator.
I was the carry man. I had to drop it in, drop it
You
off.
take, just while we're on the
Okay.
subject, I remember Whip telling us
Alright.
one day, oh mate, sometimes I just didn't feel like school and I'd stay home and I'd watch Sally Jesse Raphael with Mum on the couch and we'd have cups of coffee and we'd just watch TV and I went, yeah. How often? He goes, every Friday. I just do that because it just wasn't up to the full 5-day work week. And I go, geez, when did that phase out? Like,
Sally, Jesse, Raphael.
And
when
Seventh
did that
Heaven.
phase out? I thought that was like, okay, year 8, year 9, when you could, the kind of got time to get yourself together. We goes, no, year 12.
But I only realised when I looked back...
20% of the class, 20% of the school year because you were drinking coffee with your mum on the couch
It's only
watching
when
daytime TV.
I looked back in
Lucky
my
the
diary.
school was cheap.
I looked back in my diary and I realised I had a note every week that I had to take in. Today, Michael had a funny tummy.
That is crazy. I mean,
Funny tummy.
Mate, still got through school.
this is in the States.
Sure, I mean, time-wise, he made it to the end of the year.
By the calendar.
So this is over in the States. The links, this child doesn't want to go to school. His mother said, you are going to school. And then he's just gone to the kitchen, grabbed something out of the kitchen, and this is what he's done. He's gone straight down to Mum's car, and you can play the audio there as well now, Jess, as well. Straight down to Mum's car with a butcher knife from the
my
kitchen,
God.
straight into Mum's tyre.
Done that before?
And he's let Mum's tyre back wheel down.
How's the way he stabbed
Mate,
it?
that was a full...
Wasn't it?
That was a maximum security shanking.
That was not his first step.
He's done that before.
I
It is
check
not
on the-
easy to pop a tire.
I'd check on the cat immediately. That kid's got an issue.
Didn't you get
Well,
out of
hang
school?
on a minute. Why are we picking on me?
Because it's
Didn't you
hilarious.
didn't you get out of school
And
to go and
easy.
see Elle McPherson at a shopping centre
No,
one
that
day?
was another guy, and he got a Saturday detention. That was a big deal. Mr. Blake, can I ask you a question? Were you at one stage, one, suspended from school? Secondly,
With a few logistical issues, yeah.
were you also then having to do time on site with your dad as a plumber?
Yeah, on the job experience.
Yeah, you were slightly
irrigation specialist.
You were slightly sidetracked when you found a Bras and Things catalogue one day, but outside of that, you dug a lot of trenches and you did
dug
your
a
hard,
lot of holes. Dug a
What
lot
were
of
you
holes.
suspended for?
cleaned a lot of pipes.
Ah, we just had to run in with a couple of issues around the rules. Can you do this? Can't you do that? I said yes. They said no. We sorted it all out in the end. But I'll tell you this. Nothing gets you sharpened up for a mind in the irrigation business like digging holes, or if the pipe delivery's late, digging practice holes.
Right, okay.
And then filling them in.
The extreme lengths you went to get out of school. Paul in Warriewood, what did you do, Paul?
It wasn't me myself. It was a friend's boyfriend. He actually sent a bomb to the school, a fake bomb to the school, and put it at the front principal's office.
Oh, you're kidding.
You know,
Um,
yeah.
You know, yeah.
With
Just put in a phone
like
call.
a juice bottle with with wires around it.
Oh, my
The bomb. I'm
Electric
going to
juice.
detonate it.
Mate, I suppose this is the thing. Like, hats off to you, but at least you were spending just one day a week at home watching
Innocent.
fellow Jesse Raphael, but you're never sending bombs.
No, that makes my Appleseed crime look really, really friendly. My God, Paul, that's full on. Thanks, buddy.
Cameron in Marsden Park. What did you do to get out of school, Cam?
So me and my mates, we organised to print off a fake excursion note to the beach and got our parents to sign it and dropped us off at the train station and went to the beach.
That's
That's really good. Yeah, well,
That
because
is
that's
good.
teamwork, isn't it?
Yeah, and I miss that. Like the days. Remember back there was a golden age of forgery where just
Yeah.
having a printer meant you were good to go.
It was amazing.
Whether it was doctors' scripts, you could do anything back then. Parents' notes.
I changed high schools, and from sort of year 9 onwards, and at the new school, I was smart enough to go, right, a lot of stuff needs to get signed by your parents. My dad's signature that they had on file was me.
Bang.
So when I needed
Really?
a little something special, Noel would be signing.
Wow.
Most of the time it was Mum, so as no one smelt a rat.
Noel-
Then occasionally, Noel would sign.
No. And why did you change?
Noel Blake's signature's quite simplistic, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it's just Nolo.
And Nolo.
In block writing with a shaky hand because the kid's so nervous to do it.
And why did you leave the first school, mate?
What's that?
Why'd you leave the first
Again,
school?
logistical issues, differences of opinion. Not every school's for every kid.
I said yes, they said no again.
Yeah, we just couldn't come to terms, unfortunately.
We couldn't say
back
no.
and forth. Our lawyers were going back and forth, and we said, I just don't think there's a deal here, guys. I think we're going to change schools.
Well done, mate. Do we need to mention Lego Masters?
Yeah, it's on.
Please do.
Yes.
Sunday night, 7 p.m. on Channel 9. The Channel 9 publicist there would be very happy
Do you
with
know
that.
what? Can I just say, and I would be very honest with you guys if this wasn't the case.
Don't lie to us.
This is one of my favourite episodes on Sunday night. It has been great this season.
It's clever, isn't it?
I've loved this is because this is all the grandmasters, all the regular
best of the
past
best.
winners coming back. It's been a great season, but this Sunday night it goes to another level. There's only a few episodes left.
All right.
Hey, what about this? Quick idea.
Jeez, okay.
What if you got
Very
all?
close to the news?
What if you got-
forgot time for a pitch?
What if you got winners from each country around the world?
Yep.
And brought them in to do like a special.
Yep.
So you're the best representing, almost like
You're
a
just saying this because I told you this idea.
like a Lego.
I think Whipper's trying to legally
Like
he thinks
Lego
that if he says it on
Masters
air,
Olympics.
his idea. Yeah,
Lego
we're
Masters
gonna,
Olympics.
No, we're going to call it World Masters. The World Olympics is copyrighted.
Hey,
Is there a certain country that excels more than others?
We'd be Australia. We're very good. We were the first. So America would have a few, but Germany per capita are the biggest
Really?
Lego fans in the world.
Can I just congratulate you on your 10 weeks of work for the year? All done.
It was 11
I
weeks.
did it last year, so
All done. So you haven't worked this year.
no, cruising now, baby.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.